You pour yourself a bowl of what you believe is a wholesome breakfast. Or perhaps you reach for a snack that claims to be all natural and beneficial for your heart. You're doing your best to eat well, to stay vibrant, to keep your energy up as you embrace your golden years. But what if I told you that some of these very foods, the ones you dutifully choose because they sound so good for you, are actually sabotaging your efforts? What if they're silently, secretly pushing your blood sugar levels higher and higher, without you even realizing it? It's a frustrating truth, isn't it? That feeling of trying so hard to do the right thing, only to find out you might be making things harder for yourself. You might experience those afternoon slumps, unexplained fatigue, or even find that your regular checkups are showing numbers that give you pause. It's not your fault. The marketing can be incredibly deceptive. In this video, we're going to peel back the layers and uncover 5 seemingly healthy foods that are notorious for secretly raising blood sugar, especially for us over 60. We'll talk about why they're tricky and what you can do instead. You'll want to watch all the way to the end, because I promise you, there's something truly surprising waiting for you that could change how you look at your plate forever. Let's dive right into our first surprising culprit, one that many of us have been told for years is the epitome of health, especially for strong bones and good digestion: yogurt. Now, I'm not talking about all yogurt here, but specifically those brightly packaged, fruit on the bottom, or light and fat-free varieties you see lining the supermarket shelves. We're often encouraged to eat them for their calcium and probiotics, which are indeed important. However, what often gets overlooked, hidden deep in the nutritional information, is the shocking amount of added sugar these seemingly innocent yogurts contain. Think about it. A small single-serving cup of fruit-flavored yogurt can have as much sugar as a can of soda, sometimes even more. That's right. You might be starting your day with a sugar rush that sends your blood glucose soaring, setting you up for crashes and cravings later on. The problem is that when fat is removed to make a yogurt fat-free or light, manufacturers often replace it with sugar to improve the taste and texture. This hidden sugar means your body quickly converts it to glucose, spiking your blood sugar and putting a strain on your pancreas. So, what's the secret here? It's not yogurt itself that's the enemy, but the added sugar. Instead, always reach for plain, unsweetened full-fat yogurt. Full-fat yogurt actually helps you feel fuller for longer, and the fat helps to slow down the absorption of any natural sugars, leading to a more stable blood sugar response. You can then add your own fresh berries, a sprinkle of nuts, a dash of cinnamon, or a few seeds for flavor and added nutrition. This way, you control the sweetness and avoid those hidden sugar bombs. My friend Margaret, bless her heart, was so diligent about her daily fruit yogurt, thinking she was doing everything right to keep her bones strong. But she couldn't understand why her morning blood sugar readings were always stubbornly high. When she switched to plain Greek yogurt with a few fresh blueberries, her numbers began to steadily come down, and she felt less sluggish mid-morning. It really is about reading those labels and understanding that healthy marketing doesn't always tell the full story. Moving on to our second silent saboteur, one that many of us have relied on for a quick, convenient snack, especially when on the go: dried fruit. It sounds so wholesome, doesn't it, after all? It's just fruit. Right. The issue with dried fruit, like raisins, dried cranberries, apricots, or those trendy dates, is that when fruit is dried, the water is removed, which concentrates all the natural sugars into a much smaller, denser package. Imagine eating 5 grapes versus 5 raisins. The raisins are much smaller, but contain the sugar equivalent of many more grapes. This concentration makes it incredibly easy to overeat. A small handful of dried cranberries can contain the same amount of sugar as a chocolate bar. And because they're so small and easy to pop in your mouth, you might consume several servings without even realizing it. Our bodies process these concentrated sugars very quickly, leading to a rapid spike in blood glucose levels, while fresh fruit has fiber that helps slow down sugar absorption. Dried fruit often has less fiber relative to its sugar content, and the drying process can sometimes alter the fiber's structure, making it less effective. Think of it like this. Your body processes a handful of dried fruit almost like it would a piece of candy. It's a rapid influx of sugar without the bulk and water content that fresh fruit provides to slow things down. Instead of reaching for a bag of dried apricots, opt for a fresh apple, a juicy pear, or a bowl of berries. These options offer more water, more fiber, and help you feel fuller without the massive sugar load. If you truly crave dried fruit, treat it like a very occasional, small indulgence. And here's a tip: pair it with a source of protein or healthy fat, like a few nuts or a slice of cheese. This can help slow down the digestion and absorption of the sugar, lessening the impact on your blood sugar levels. Many of us grew up with little boxes of raisins as a healthy treat, but understanding how concentrated their sugars are is crucial as we get older and our bodies become more sensitive to blood sugar fluctuations. Now that we've unraveled the secrets behind those deceptive yogurts and concentrated dried fruits, let's talk about something many of us consider a dietary staple, a cornerstone of many meals: bread. Specifically, what many assume to be the healthier choice, whole wheat bread and crackers. You might be diligently choosing whole wheat or multigrain options, believing you're making the best decision for your health, perhaps even for your blood sugar. But here's the surprising truth: not all whole wheat is created equal, and many products labeled as such can still cause significant blood sugar spikes, sometimes almost as much as white bread. The issue lies in the processing. Many so-called whole wheat breads on the market are made with highly refined whole wheat flour. This flour, despite technically being whole grain, has been pulverized so finely that it loses much of its structural integrity. When you eat it, your body processes it very quickly, essentially turning it into sugar almost as rapidly as if you were eating white bread. The fiber that should be there to slow digestion is often fragmented or simply not sufficient to counteract the rapid glucose release. This means a slice of that seemingly healthy whole wheat toast can send your blood sugar soaring, leading to that familiar energy crash a little later. My neighbor, Robert, was so proud of himself for switching to whole wheat sandwiches every day. He genuinely thought he was doing everything right. But his blood sugar numbers just wouldn't budge. It wasn't until we looked closely at the ingredients of his chosen bread, which listed enriched whole wheat flour and had added sugars near the top, that the light bulb went off. The key is to look for breads that are truly 100% whole grain, and critically, where whole grain is the first ingredient, not just a vague whole wheat. Even better, explore options like authentic sourdough bread, which often has a lower glycemic response due to the fermentation process, or sprouted grain breads, where the sprouting process makes the nutrients more available and can reduce the glycemic impact. Rye bread, especially dense European-style rye, can also be a better choice. And regardless of the type, portion control is always important. A single slice might be fine, but 2 or 3, especially with sweet toppings, can add up quickly. It's about being a detective with those labels and understanding that whole wheat on the front doesn't always guarantee a gentle rise in blood sugar. Next up, let's talk about a popular breakfast or snack choice that many believe is the ultimate quick and healthy fix, especially when time is short: smoothies. You might be blending up a colorful concoction of fruits, thinking you're loading up on vitamins and antioxidants. And while fresh fruits are certainly good for you, the way they're consumed in a smoothie can be a hidden trap for your blood sugar. The problem arises when smoothies are overloaded with multiple servings of fruit, often without enough balancing ingredients, or when they include sugary additions like fruit juice, sherbet, or sweetened yogurts. When you blend fruit, especially in large quantities, you essentially break down its fiber. While the fiber is still present, its ability to slow down sugar absorption is diminished compared to eating the whole fruit. This means the natural sugars from all that fruit hit your bloodstream much faster, causing a significant blood sugar spike. Sugar. Imagine blending 3 bananas, a cup of mango, and a handful of berries into one drink. That's a massive sugar load that your body has to process all at once, without the natural chewing process and slower digestion that whole fruit provides. My friend Sarah used to blend a large, healthy fruit smoothie every morning, packed with bananas, pineapple, and orange juice. She'd drink it quickly, feeling a burst of energy initially, but then experience a steep crash mid-morning, leaving her feeling tired and craving more sugar. Her blood sugar readings were consistently higher than she expected for someone trying to eat clean. The trick with smoothies is to make them blood sugar friendly. Start with a base of leafy greens like spinach or kale. You can hardly taste them, but they add incredible nutrients and fiber. Then, add only a small portion of low-sugar fruit, like a handful of berries. Crucially, always include a source of protein, such as a scoop of unsweetened protein powder or a dollop of plain Greek yogurt, and healthy fats like chia seeds, flax seeds, a tablespoon of almond butter, or a quarter of an avocado. These additions will slow down the absorption of sugars, keep you feeling full and satisfied, and prevent those drastic blood sugar spikes. Use water or unsweetened almond milk as your liquid. Steering clear of fruit juices. It's about transforming a potential sugar bomb into a balanced, nourishing meal or snack that supports stable blood sugar. Finally, we come to a breakfast classic, often hailed as the heart-healthy choice oatmeal. It's warm, comforting, and has been a staple for generations. Many of us associate it with a wholesome start to the day. However, just like our other foods, oatmeal can have a sneaky side when it comes to blood sugar, depending on the type you choose and what you add to it. Instant oatmeal packets, for example, are highly processed and often come pre-sweetened with added sugars and artificial flavors. Even if they're not sweetened, their highly processed nature means they are digested very rapidly, leading to a quick rise in blood sugar. They lack the fiber structure that slower cooking oats offer. As I was saying, with oatmeal, it's not just about what's added to it, but the type of oats themselves. Those convenient instant oatmeal packets, while quick, are often heavily processed, meaning their starches are more readily available for digestion. This can lead to a rapid increase in blood sugar, similar to how your body reacts to refined white flour. Even plain rolled oats, if consumed in very large portions without any balancing components, can cause a significant glycemic response. The key here is to choose wisely and add smartly. Opt for steel-cut oats or old-fashioned rolled oats. These varieties are less processed, meaning their fiber structure is more intact, requiring your body to work harder to break them down. This leads to a slower, more gradual release of glucose into your bloodstream, which is exactly what we want to keep blood sugar stable. When you prepare your oats, cook them with water or unsweetened almond milk, not sugary fruit juices. And just like with smoothies, the magic truly happens with your toppings. Don't just eat plain oats. Turn your oatmeal into a blood sugar-friendly powerhouse by adding a source of protein and healthy fats. Think a handful of walnuts or almonds, a tablespoon of chia or flax seeds, a dollop of unsweetened nut butter, or even a scoop of plain protein powder stirred in after cooking. A sprinkle of cinnamon is also a wonderful addition, as it has been shown to help with blood sugar regulation. My friend John, who loves his morning oatmeal, struggled with his numbers until he made this simple switch. He stopped buying the quick cook packets and started cooking old-fashioned rolled oats from scratch, then stirred in some walnuts and a few berries. The difference in his energy levels and his blood sugar readings was remarkable. He felt fuller for longer, without that usual mid-morning hunger pang. So, while oatmeal can certainly be part of a healthy diet, it's crucial to be mindful of the type, the portion size, and what you choose to mix in. So, there you have it. 5 common healthy foods that, while well-intentioned, can secretly be working against your efforts to maintain stable blood sugar. We've talked about how those fruit-flavored yogurts often hide more sugar than you realize, urging us towards plain, unsweetened options. We discovered how dried fruit, though natural, can be a concentrated sugar bomb, encouraging us to choose fresh fruit instead, or at least pair small portions with fats and proteins. We peeled back the layers on whole wheat bread, learning the importance of truly 100% whole grain and looking for less refined alternatives like sourdough. We've unmasked smoothies, showing how a seemingly beneficial drink can become a sugar rush if not balanced with greens, protein, and healthy fats. And finally, we just explored how even oatmeal, that comforting breakfast staple, can be a blood sugar villain if you choose the instant varieties or forget to add those crucial balancing ingredients. Understanding these subtle differences and making informed choices can truly empower you to take control of your health journey. It's not about giving up foods you love entirely, but about being smart, reading those labels, and making simple swaps that have a profound impact. Remember, every small conscious change you make to your diet adds up to significant benefits for your energy, your mood, and your long-term health. Don't feel overwhelmed. Even picking one of these suggestions to start with can make a big difference. Your body will thank you for it, and you'll begin to feel more in control, more energized, and more vibrant every day. It's about living your best life, feeling fantastic, and confidently navigating your health as you age. And here's that something surprising I promised you to watch until the end, for it's not a food, but a powerful mindset shift. The biggest secret to truly managing your blood sugar and feeling your best isn't just about avoiding certain foods. It's about actively focusing on adding nutrient-dense, fiber-rich whole foods to your diet. It's about prioritizing leafy greens, non-starchy vegetables, lean proteins, and healthy fats at every meal. When you fill your plate with these powerhouses, you naturally crowd out the less beneficial items and create a stable, nourishing environment for your body. This positive focus on abundance rather than restriction is often the most profound and sustainable change you can make. It's about building a foundation of good health, one delicious, nutrient-packed meal at a time. It's about embracing a lifestyle that supports vibrant aging, not just avoiding pitfalls. I hope this information has been truly helpful for you. If you found value in this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone you care about who could also benefit. What's one healthy food you've been surprised to learn might be raising your blood sugar? I'd love to hear your experiences and thoughts in the comments below. And if you're looking for more practical, straightforward advice to live your healthiest, happiest life in your golden years, make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. Together, we can navigate the world of nutrition and health with confidence. Live your best life at every age.